Hi everyone, in this video I'm going to think a little bit outside the box and propose a little business model that may sound bizarre, but if you like it I would appreciate if you would give me a thumbs up and maybe make some comments and adjustments I can make, because obviously it's very original and it could definitely use some input. So this idea comes back to when I first moved into my office when I was working on my PhD. I lived in an office that was only about 50 square feet, and I have since moved into a car, obviously, and I have the same issue. And one of the big problems that I first ran into is that when I live in an office or when I live in a car, I want to downsize a little bit, but one thing I can't seem to downsize is my clothing, because I can't wash the clothes on my back. See, if I could wash the clothes on my back, I wouldn't need a second set of clothing, to be honest. And one of the big problems is I can't, and it makes me want. And the other problem is it's not just my living situation, it's also when I travel. You see, I would love to use the space in my suitcase for other more important things. I don't mind wearing the same clothing every day as long as it can get washed. But the big problem is, depending on my accommodations, I rarely ever stay in a hotel where I have my own washing machine right in the room, right? So I have to share a washing machine in a laundry room with some other people, so I can't just go in there naked. Or can I? It makes me wonder, why can't we start a laundromat where people can go in there and be naked? It would save a lot of trouble for a lot of different situations, not just the ones that I've mentioned. You know, anybody who lives in a dorm room of any sort where they don't have a whole lot of extra space, travelers like I had just mentioned, or just anybody who would rather have the same clothing on, you know, for whatever the reason. Maybe they have professional uniform or something like that. And it just makes me wonder. It's one of those things that perhaps somebody hasn't thought about yet. It's one of those think outside of the box moments that I've had. But it's important that we think outside of the box. There have been many times where especially when I was working on research, that sometimes people just don't go into a certain area. It turns out to be the best thing ever. I was just recently competing at a computer gaming contest, and there was one game where there was people just very boxed in on a certain algorithm to use. I can't really disclose it right now because I hope to still use it in a different contest later this year. But the laundromats where people can go naked, I think it's just one area that nobody has walked into yet. And I hope that some of the suggestions in this video will make sense, and maybe some of you guys can provide some additional input on how this could be made to work out. I don't have the capital to start such a business at the moment, nor do I have any sort of reputation that can make people trust me on this matter. So anyways, just like to throw that out there. Thanks for watching.